The betting game has already begun, and the question is, will the budget battle between a more moderate Senate and a far stingier House lead to a standoff?
I'm saying that I'm not ready to tell you yet how I'm going to pay for the budget because the budget's not written yet.
Senate Finance Chair Steve Ogden says we're still early in the process. So far, what we know is the Senate wants to spend about $10 billion more than the House on Medicaid and public education. The Lieutenant Governor has appointed a committee to find an additional $5 billion in non-tax revenue. Unlike their House colleagues, Senate leaders have also not ruled out the possibility of withdrawing additional money from the state's rainy day fund. But here's the warning from House Appropriations Chair Jim Pitts when it comes to the bare-bones $164 billion budget they've sent to the Senate.
The House will be very reluctant to go up.
House Bill 1 slashes state funding by $23 billion, and that's the dilemma from the view of the longest-serving legislator in Texas, Democratic Senator John Whitmire of Houston.
The House doesn't want to spend much. The Senate relatively doesn't want to spend much, but they want to spend more.
They don't want to make $23 billion.
We don't want to take $23 billion. And I'm not so certain if the Senate finds significant non-taxable new revenue that the House would go along with. Even though it's not taxes, it's the size of government.
A lot can change between now and the end of the session.
I think that the reality has already set in some members, and I mean, We've heard from our constituents, we've heard from our public school teachers, we've heard from our superintendents, we've heard from our nursing homes, and it keeps on going. I'm not going to tell you we're not going to have cuts in every area of our budget, but we'll be able to soften some of that.
With jobs and health services at stake, this is a sensitive time, and neither side is willing to pound its chest yet.
And both of us are not in for a power struggle. We want to do what's best for Texas.
I think negotiations are possible and likely with the House, and I don't automatically assume that we can't come to a mutually satisfactory agreement. We've done it every time I've been over here.
Chairman Ogden says he hopes to get the Senate's version of the bill out of committee and to the floor before Easter. In Austin with your Capitol Buzz, I'm Ton Tan with the Texas Tribune.